Welcome, mystery lovers. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Midsomer Murders, the legendary British detective series that has kept us hooked for decades. From the brilliant DCI Tom Barnaby to the dedicated detectives and unforgettable characters, this show has given us some of the most iconic moments in crime TV history. But what happened to the stars of Midsomer Murders after they left the show? Where are they now in 2025? Fiona Dolman was born on January 30, 1970, in Moray, Scotland. She began her career in the 1990s, appearing in shows like The Bill, Ultraviolet, and Doctors. Her breakthrough came in 2011 when she joined Midsomer Murders as Sarah Barnaby, the wife of DCI John Barnaby. While Sarah isn't involved in police work, she provides an important emotional anchor for her husband, often giving him valuable advice or humorous reality checks. Unlike Joyce Barnaby, Tom Barnaby's wife in earlier seasons, Sarah was more modern, independent, and outspoken. Fans loved her warm yet witty dynamic with John, and their relationship became one of the show's most charming aspects. Outside of Midsomer Murders, Dolman has also worked on medical dramas and soap operas, including Holby City and Waterloo Road. At 55 years old, Fiona Dolman remains a vital part of Midsomer Murders. Her portrayal of Sarah Barnaby continues to be a fan favorite, and her on-screen chemistry with Neil Dudgeon keeps the show fresh and engaging. Beyond acting, Dolman has been involved in charity work and frequently participates in events supporting mental health awareness. She's also active on social media, where she interacts with fans and shares behind-the-scenes moments from the show. In 2025, she continues to balance her acting career with family life, remaining one of British television's most beloved and respected actresses. Barry Jackson was born on March 29, 1938, in Birmingham, England. His acting career spanned over 50 years, with roles in everything from Shakespearean plays to sci-fi classics like Doctor Who. In Midsomer Murders, Jackson played Dr. George Bullard, the Midsomer pathologist, from 1997 to 2011. He was the go-to expert on crime scenes, providing crucial forensic insights that helped Barnaby and his team crack the toughest cases. Unlike many TV coroners, Bullard had a dry wit and a warm personality, making him more than just a background character. His calm presence and years of experience made him one of the show's most trusted figures. Jackson's portrayal of Bullard was so well loved that when he retired from the role, fans truly felt the loss of a character who had been part of the show for nearly 15 years. Sadly, Barry Jackson passed away on December 5, 2013, at the age of 75. His legacy, however, lives on through his work on Midsomer Murders and his extensive career in British television and film. Even in 2025, fans still remember Dr. George Bullard as one of the show's most iconic characters. His scenes remain a highlight in older episodes, and his character's professionalism and dry humor still resonate with audiences today. Though Jackson is no longer with us, his contribution to Midsomer Murders is undeniable, and his presence in the series will always be remembered. Jane Wymark was born on October 31, 1952, in London, England. She comes from a family deeply connected to the entertainment industry. Her father was the well-known British actor Patrick Wymark. Her career began in the 1970s, with early roles in Shakespearean dramas and British television. However, she became a household name when she was cast as Joyce Barnaby, the wife of DCI Tom Barnaby, in Midsomer Murders. Joyce was kind, supportive, and incredibly patient, often tolerating her husband's long work hours and the numerous murders happening around them. She provided a sense of warmth and stability in Tom's life, and her involvement in local activities often led to unintentional connections with his cases. Over 81 episodes from 1997 to 2011, Joyce became one of Midsomer Murders' most beloved characters. However, in 2011, Wymark decided to leave the series, stating that she was ready to move on to new projects. After leaving Midsomer Murders, Jane Wymark took a step back from television, preferring a quieter life. While she has done some theater work, she has largely avoided returning to long-term TV roles. Now at 72 years old, she enjoys attending classic TV conventions, where she meets fans and reminisces about her time on the show. Though she left Midsomer Murders behind years ago, Joyce Barnaby remains an iconic character in British television history. Jason Hughes was born on December 18, 1971, in Porthcawl, Wales. Before Midsomer Murders, he gained recognition for playing Warren Jones in This Life, a 1990s British drama about young lawyers. He joined Midsomer Murders in 2005, playing Detective Sergeant Ben Jones, replacing Daniel Casey's character, D.S. Gavin Troy. Unlike Troy, who was often portrayed as inexperienced, Jones was sharp, observant, and well respected by Tom and later John Barnaby. He remained on the show for 7 years, becoming one of the longest-serving sergeants in the series. However, in 2013, Hughes decided to leave the show to focus on new opportunities, marking the end of D.S. Ben Jones' era in Midsomer. Since leaving Midsomer Murders, Hughes has continued to build a successful acting career, starring in crime dramas and British television. Some of his notable roles include Marcella and Death in Paradise. Now at 54 years old, he remains a popular and in-demand actor. While he has not returned to Midsomer Murders, he has spoken fondly about his time on the show in interviews and fan events. His role as D.S. Ben Jones is still one of the most beloved in the series, with many fans considering him one of the best detectives in Midsomer history. Kirsty Dillon was born in 1976 in England. She started her acting career in the late 1990s, with roles in shows like Casualty, Holby City, and The Bill. Her biggest role came in 2005, when she was cast as WPC Gail Stevens in Midsomer Murders. At the time, female police officers were rare in the series, making her character an important addition. Gail was loyal, hardworking, and dedicated, often assisting John Nettles' DCI Tom Barnaby and later Neil Dudgeon's DCI John Barnaby. Though she wasn't a lead detective, she played an essential supporting role in solving cases and was one of the few female officers in the early years of the show. Unfortunately, despite her popularity, Dillon's character was quietly written out of the series in 2011, with no formal explanation. After leaving Midsomer Murders, Kirsty Dillon continued to work in television, film, and theater. While she hasn't had another long-running TV role, she has appeared in various projects, including independent films and guest appearances in British dramas. Dillon has also been active in charity work, particularly in mental health awareness and gender equality in the entertainment industry. At 49 years old, she remains a respected actress, though many fans still wish she had a longer role in Midsomer Murders. Despite her early exit from the show, her portrayal of WPC Gail Stevens is still remembered fondly, especially by fans who appreciated seeing a strong female presence in Midsomer's police force. Laura Howard was born on March 1, 1977, in Chiswick, London. She started acting at a young age, appearing in various British TV dramas, including Soldier and Doctors. Her most famous role came in 1997, when she was cast as Cully Barnaby, the daughter of DCI Tom Barnaby, John Nettles, in Midsomer Murders. Cully wasn't involved in crime solving, but she played a crucial emotional role in the series. As Tom's loving and supportive daughter, she offered a personal side to Barnaby's life, balancing the gruesome murders with touching family moments. Over the years, fans watched Cully grow up, fall in love, and eventually get married. However, in 2011, Laura Howard left the show, marking the end of the Barnaby family storyline after John Nettles' retirement from the series. After Midsomer Murders, Laura Howard continued to work in television and theater. While she hasn't had another long-running TV role, she has appeared in several British stage productions, earning praise for her performances. At 48 years old, she has largely stayed out of the public eye, focusing on personal projects and stage work rather than mainstream television. Though she no longer appears in Midsomer Murders, Cully Barnaby remains one of the show's most beloved characters, and her presence in early seasons is still cherished by fans. Neil Dudgeon was born on January 2, 1961, in Doncaster, England. He began acting in the 1980s, with guest roles in British dramas like Casualty and London's Burning. Over time, he became a well-respected character actor, appearing in A Touch of Frost, Messiah, and the Mrs. Bradley Mysteries. Dudgeon made his first appearance in Midsomer Murders in 2010, taking over from John Nettles as DCI John Barnaby, the cousin of the original lead, Tom Barnaby. Fans were skeptical at first, as Nettles had been the face of the show for over a decade. However, Dudgeon quickly won over audiences with his charm, wit, and calm authority. His take on Barnaby was a bit more laid-back, yet still sharp when it came to solving Midsommer's many bizarre murders. Dudgeon's chemistry with Fiona Dolman, who plays his wife, Sarah Barnaby, became a highlight of the later seasons. Under his leadership, Midsomer Murders evolved, incorporating more humor and modern storytelling techniques while still retaining its classic murder mystery feel. As of 2025, Neil Dudgeon remains a beloved figure in British television. He continues to play DCI John Barnaby, making him one of the longest-running lead actors in a British detective series. Outside of Midsomer Murders, Dudgeon has kept a low-profile personal life, but occasionally participates in documentaries and TV specials about classic British crime dramas. He's also active in theatre productions and voice-over work. At 64 years old, Dudgeon shows no signs of retiring. He remains a key part of the show's continued success, proving that Midsomer Murders is still one of the most enduring and beloved crime series on television. John Nettles was born on October 11, 1943, in St. Austell, Cornwall. His career started in the 1970s, with notable roles in Shakespearean theatre and British crime dramas. Before Midsomer Murders, he was best known for playing Jim Bergerac in the hit 1980s detective series Bergerac. However, his most famous role came in 1997, when he was cast as DCI Tom Barnaby. For 14 years and 81 episodes, Nettles portrayed Midsommer's calm and intelligent detective, solving countless bizarre and gruesome murders. His character was methodical, patient, and always a step ahead of the criminals, making him one of the most iconic detectives in TV history. In 2011, he decided to retire from the role, passing the torch to Neil Dudgeon, who took over as Tom Barnaby's cousin, DCI John Barnaby. Even though he left Midsomer Murders, Nettles remained active in television and documentaries. He has narrated several historical and crime documentaries, including Secrets of the National Trust. Now at 81 years old, he has largely stepped away from acting but remains a beloved figure in British television. Fans still regard him as the heart and soul of Midsomer Murders, and his episodes continue to be among the most watched. Nettles occasionally gives interviews and attends TV conventions, where he reflects on his time as Tom Barnaby, cementing his legacy as one of TV's most legendary detectives. And that wraps up our journey through Midsomer Murders' legendary cast. From John Nettles' unforgettable portrayal of DCI Tom Barnaby to the dedicated detectives and memorable supporting characters, this show has truly stood the test of time. Which actor's transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more classic TV updates. Thanks for watching, and remember, next time you visit Midsomer, stay sharp. You never know when a new mystery will unfold.